How's it going, guys? It's Thomas on Planet Tech. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you guys are doing right. Let's just get the volume right here, and let's not have the fan blow air right down the microphone, because that will be annoying for you guys, I'm sure. 1 second. Is that enough in this direction? Is that obnoxiously loud? Can you guys hear the fan? If you can, let me know. I will turn it off. But it is getting rather hot in here, and I think it's time I get the aircon from our. We got a slow stream again. Okay, let me go get rid of Alexa. A little witch, right? Should we try that again? How's it going, guys? It's Thomas on Planet Tech. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you guys are doing well. We're out of Andor / Rogue One sets to build, which is crying shame, honestly. That show is just something else, and I can't wait to talk about it with you guys in the stream today. We will be continuing the May 4th or May 1st May 4th haul, I guess. And we'll be building Jango Fett's helmet. He might make an appearance in Andor. Can't see it. But we'll roll with it. Yeah, looking forward to building this one. Will be a fine addition to my helmet collection. Pause. I have all of them in my possession. This is one of 3 that I still need to build. This one, Kylo Ren's helmet, and the AT-AT driver. So I'm really looking forward to building all of those, actually. But yeah, we thought we'd do Jango's first. Hopefully the stream is in a bit of a better condition now. I've turned Alexa off. We did get pre-organized and get the Jango Fett's helmet instructions up, which is about the only thing I pre-organized, as you guys could probably tell. But yeah, how you guys doing? Welcome, Tim. How you doing, mate? And Brandon, good to see you. Simon, hello. KO, good to see you. Scott as well. Welcome on in. Don't hear a fan. Oh, I can if I turn the volume right up. More Andor, honestly. Okay, so the fan isn't too bad, is it? Let me pull the microphone up and away a little bit. Hopefully that's out of the stream of the fan. Anyway, we'll just have to drink plenty of cold beverages to get us through. But yeah, oh, hands are wet. I got a splash out of that. Lovely. I said I had the instructions sorted, but they appeared to have disappeared on me. So hopefully they'll just load in a second. Anyway, we can start undoing some boxes, and we can start switching some cameras over. Yeah, how you guys been? What has happened in the last week or so? Do update me. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've been a bit out of the loop with everything this week. I don't know. Not really seeing a lot that's going on. I did only through Hot UK Deals today. Did I see that? That the Krusty Burger got, assuming announced. Is it up for pre-order? Is it? Sticker sheet. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ewan's taking a tumble already. Love that fella. Just preparing for my local brick show this weekend. Yeah, Gaz said it was Gloucester Brick Show this weekend, and I couldn't quite believe how quickly that's come around. and how little I have prepared for my convention displays, which is something I really need to work on, because I haven't done a Brit Festival this year. I haven't had a single show to prepare for outside of Britastic and Reading, but we've got some new laws to abide by now, so I can't, until I got my display worked out and set up, we can't be signing up for any of these shows. But yeah, how's your preparation going, KO? Is it coming along well? Is it coming along nicely? The other thing I desperately need is a new mouse, because this laptop, whilst it's really nice that it's up on a stand and out of the way a bit, so I can shove loads of crap underneath it, it really strains my hand, even just like for just a little bit. If anyone's got any decently affordable mouse suggestions? I've never used one of those like really ergonomic mouses. Do people rate them? I'm sure they are. I'm sure people do rate them. Stupid question. They're literally designed to be more comfortable, but like, are they expensive? I mean, no shows all year. Can't be any less prepared than Rosie. What did you think of his mock, Simon? You got to see it in the flesh at Leeds Brit Festival this past weekend. What did you think? And I'm just shocked that it, like, he was so, when I saw, I can't remember if it was the, did you send me a video, Simon? Or, no, I think Rosie sent us a video quite early on in the day, and it was like a pan, and I was like, oh, you are so lucky that those tables actually look reasonably sturdy compared to some of the ones at past shows, because some of them have not been in great, yeah, not been very sturdy, to say the least. So yeah, I think he got lucky there. That was cool. Yeah, impressive. It is quite impressive, to be fair. I mean, it is impressive that it's still standing by the end of the weekend. That is. Concrete. Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, they would have had like dead level floor. Okay, yeah. There wasn't any bounce in the flooring, no, because that was I think Rosie's real demise at Reading, at being on a basketball court. Oh, also I've been reading comments on my Brooklyn designer build as well. Oh yeah, I forgot that that's up. I did like flick through some of those builds. I think I voted on a good chunk of them, but you have to send me the link to yours, Kay, so I'll make sure I review it very positively. But again, like, there wasn't anything in there that I was like, ooh, that's really cool. There was like most of them were just ended up being just boats that I was like, oh, that's cool. It's Andor Day. Sam, how you doing, mate? Good to see you, buddy. And 12 many videos. Welcome to the stream. You should change the title to episode 10 and 12 countdown. That's probably better search wise, but it's all good. We can recap those last few episodes in just a minute. Okay, how are you doing? Have you caught up with Andor yet? Andor is just so hype, man. It's so good. I'm really I think, you know, like I said, I'm really nervous about tonight because I can only stay until 8 because it's also Eurovision Day. Oh really? I see where I fall on Sam's pecking order. I see. That's all good, dude. I hear Rosie shouted a lot by Sat. What, at Reading or at Leeds? But yeah, I'm really nervous because, like, I had this feeling very much so when I was watching the last 3 episodes last week, and it got to the end of the 3 episodes, and I kind of just sat there for quite a while, and I was just like, huh. Because I will say I absolutely loved the last 3 episodes. I think particularly episode 9. I think episode 9 was my favorite. Like, episode 8 was fantastic, and the action in it was like crazy good, but yeah, just the way that they shot some of the sea, it's just so good. I'm gonna watch Rogue One immediately. I think I'm going to as well. I think I'm going to watch Rogue One immediately after. I know, Sam, you said about watching A New Hope straight after that. I watched it the other day, and I'm glad I'm not going to try and persuade myself to do that, because there is absolutely no need. Absolutely no need whatsoever to watch to watch it. Hang on. Yeah, to watch A New Hope straight after that. Hey, Rosie. Speak of the devil when he show up here. It's still rubbish, Sam. Yeah, it is still crap. You talk about a tonal shift from... I think there's less of a tonal shift between watching the most recent episode of Andor and then into the episode of Rebels that immediately follows than there will be from Rogue One into A New Hope. It's not great. Finish season 1, I like it. We'll start season 2 tomorrow. Oh, KO. You're killing me here. But no, I'm glad you're finally starting to watch it. Does Paige enjoy episode 4? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I sat there, started staring at the credits. Dude, honestly, same. Honestly, same. I was like, ugh. I don't know what it was. I think because by the time I had because I'd set an alarm to wake up, and by the time I'd finished episode 9, the sun was starting to come up a little bit. And it was all just very bleak, and I was like, oh. And it was all just really quite sad and somber, and I was like, just because I think just because of the emotional roller coaster that it was. I finished my UCS Slave 1, starting on the Luke pilot Brickheads. Very nice. Yeah, episode 8 to 9 was so good. I mean, all of it is just phenomenal. I think the build up of 7 was great as well. The build up makes really then elevates the tension building for 8 was great for the payoff in 7 for the build up and payoff in 8. Sorry. You know what I mean. You can't hate on A New Hope because it started everything. Oh, I can. No, I won't hate on it. I just... Yeah, yeah. it's not great. We wouldn't have that Andor without A New Hope. I mean, sure, but then does that mean you just can't dislike anything that came before absolutely anything you enjoy? I think that is pretty flawed logic, generally speaking. I get what you mean. Like, I get the principle of, like, and I don't hate A New Hope. I just personally don't think it's as great as everyone makes out it to be. But that's just my humble opinion. Got to mute as I cook it, so you're free to talk spoilers. Thank you, Kay. By the time you get around to watching it, you'd have forgot about anything that we talk about anyway. Scylla is right up there with Boss Nass and Ayla Secure as my favourite Star Wars characters. Oh dear. Yeah, he was great. Where does he learn? I'm really interested to know where he gets his, like, where he gets that aggression from, because he gets feisty in those last 3 episodes, both with Dedra and with Cassian. So yeah, I'm interested to know where he learned to fight, because he seems like a massive pacifist. His hatred for his mother. Yeah, but I can't see him choking out his mum. Can you? He was a trained cop. Yeah. Yeah, but we saw the state of some of the people that they let be a cop, Rosie. I'm not, like, totally convinced on that. Always going for the neck. He's had to go through some combat training. Yeah. I guess they're just pure rage of, like, everything he knew, everything he thought he stood for was just a complete and utter lie, and then seeing the guy that kind of started that all just made him absolutely rage. Poor guy. Poor guy. How terribly tragic. I could see that totally happening if he was stuck with her for long enough. Maybe. But yeah, just the way Mon Mothma and Cassian were coming out of, like, we're getting out of the Senate building, I just think it's fantastic. I also absolutely love the filming location for that white structure, which is in Valencia in Spain. I think that is absolutely gorgeous, and I am desperate. I genuinely think the next like short city break I do will be there, because it looks so sick. On the water, where, like, Cassian flies over in the car in the escape, you can do Zorb. You can do the like Zorb running. You know, where you get put in one of those big inflatable balls and they're like run around on the water. How sick is that? How sick is that? I want to do Zorbing outside the Senate building. That's elite. I'm pretty sure it's in Italy, right? Nice. Yeah, Sam heard that it was in Valencia, and then proceeded to say, "Oh, you have a lovely time in Italy." what was the exact context of that, Sam? I can't quite remember, but it was funny. Sam just assumed that Valencia was in Italy. He said it was. He said it with such confidence. Oh, good times. But yeah, that place looks gorgeous. I can't wait to visit there. But that, and then, oh, you were talking about going there for the video, and I took a punt. Didn't work out yet. Oh man, good stuff. Good stuff. The other thing that is just like heartbreakingly tragic, and I think is fantastic, and I do wonder if she'll make an appearance again. I guess we'll know for sure this evening, but the way that Bix leaves Cassian, I was convinced she was pregnant. Maybe she still is, I don't know. But I'm convinced. I'm absolutely convinced of it. I was waiting for them just to like have a shot of her backed out, and then her like holding her stomach or something. I reckon we'll get a scene with Bix set after Rogue One. Ooh, oh man, could you imagine? That would be heartbreaking. No, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Oh. We need a Rogue One prologue with her now. Oh, could you? Oh, that'd be heartbreaking. So, obviously, there's a lot of characters still alive, still kicking about. Who do we think? Who do we think makes it through? We've had a few deaths this season, but we've also got some still kicking about. So yeah, who do you guys think is gonna make it? Do you think Val? Do you think Val is still alive by the end of the season? I think I think she possibly makes it. Although she is like the last person that Mon has to lose, so I'm starting to think like maybe not. Luthen is going to have the best death scene in Star Wars history tonight. Oh mate, I don't know if I'm ready for that either. Like, I really hope Claire makes it through. I'm loving Claire at the moment. I think they're just all so well written. There's so much depth to all of these characters, which is something that has been so starved in other shows, which I think is a crying shame. Did you see Star Wars Explained? We're talking about the Andor story versus canon and how it's all still nicely explainable. Yeah, so there's a couple of things that for like continuity's sake. So there's a Cassian and K2 comic book about how they met, and obviously this story is completely different to the one in the comic. But there's a line that Draven says is like, this is going completely off the record. We're not, there won't be any record of this anywhere. So Star Wars Explained was like, oh, the headcanon, like his headcanon until otherwise, I guess, would be that like the reason it's off the record, or because it's off the record, the headcanon is like the story that we see that's in the comic is the one that, if anyone asks why they had a KX droid or where they got that from, would be the one that they told, which I like. I like that headcanon, and they do, and it's kind of similar with the whole Cassian being from Fest instead of what we now know is where he was from Kenari. It's because it was once put in a book that he was from Fest, but he was taken from Kenari, and they wanted to cover that, so that's why Marva says in season 1, every document I've always put Fest. So I do like the K2 one. I I've not actually, I don't actually know that story or have like ever really looked into it. I don't really know that story, so to me it really doesn't bother me. I appreciate that for some people that do get invested in a lot of those things, it can be frustrating, or like, yeah, I don't know. But ultimately we had to see that story in live action in Andor season 2, and with how limited time they have to, in terms of screen time that they have this season, it's just unrealistic, I think, to maintain a comic, maintain the story of a comic for that purpose. Like, Cyril has been a useful idiot this entire time. His prior calmness comes from this idea that he's important and in control. A useful idiot is crazy. But, yeah. Did you hear about the K2 episode that got cut? I did, yes. Yes, that would have been really sick. That would have been really sick. Yeah, so for anyone that didn't hear this, Tony Gill. Are we back? Let's say an excellent connection. Are we back? Back. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Sorry about that. I don't know why that kicked me out. I think we're back. Is it laggy or I know my stream sometimes can be a little bit laggy. We don't have the greatest of internet here, but I think we're back. Okay, cool. Then he finds out he's been aiding a genocide, that your girlfriend has been keeping secrets from you. He's not in a relationship he thought he was. He was never in the inner circle. Then he finds out that Cassian, the guy who has his entire focus for years, obsessing over him, doesn't even know who you are. So I think we essentially saw the deconstruction of the entire character. And it's, yeah, and like that juxtaposed against Bix, which was on the, like, the opposite side of that, is like with her and is it Gorst? He didn't recognize her at all, but she got to whip his ass. Love that for Bix. But yeah, the Cassian running through the Yavin base. Oh, it's so sad. I do the sticks at the end because I'll wind them all up. But I like the idea, but it sounds like a Mando episode much more than an Andor one. It's ISB after the stream again. Very good, Simon. I don't know, Sam. I think it would have been quite like, it could have been like quite horrifying. I think the premise maybe could be a bit like that, but I think that could have been a really fun. There could have been some amazing sequences and shots in that. But yeah, the ISB are coming after me. So yeah, so back to, because this is always, and we all know that no one's ever truly gone in Star Wars. But do we think Vel survives? Do we think Dedra survives? Do we think Claire survives? I think Luthen just has to die. Like, Luthen's got to go. Will, do you think he dies? Is there any other significant characters that they've introduced? Yeah, I didn't like how they introduced K2, not gonna lie. It felt like we had an emotional moment that should have faded out the episode. But it's like they chucked this non-associated scene on at the end. I don't know, like, I think it shows that even though Cassian was like, this is the last thing I'm doing for this rebellion and I'm getting out of here, like, I've had enough of this. I think him getting hold of the droid, because it's like, oh, this could be really useful in the future, I think shows a lot. Like, sure, it is rushed and we didn't get to see K2's character until right at the end. And yeah, their friendship, I guess, it would have been really nice to have like a whole episode dedicated to them meeting, but just with the timing allowed, like in the show, or the timing with how little episodes we're getting, I think it makes I think it was fine. Player, yeah. I agree, I'm not sure if he will work. So, well, I don't think this episode, I don't think this sequence or these 3 episodes are going to be quite as heavy as the last 3. But yeah, it would be interesting to see how they juggle like the comic relief. That K2 brings. To be honest, I'm not sure he has like a real significant part to play. I don't know. Obviously, like, he'll be on whatever mission Cassian's on, I would hope. I was okay with the transition of K2 from killer robot to friendly rebel, just to connect into Rogue One. Yeah, like of course we would love. I love to have seen so much more of like. I would like to have seen more of the fallout from a lot of the events that happen. But yeah, we're just so limited for time, I guess, with these things. That yeah, I think it works. I think it worked. What do you guys think of the Force Healer psychic illusion? Like, I understand what they are saying. He's a messenger. It makes sense to anyone who's watched Rogue One. But I'm not sure how important it was. Do you know what I think was? Do you know what I think was really important about that sequence and that thing? Is that whilst Andor has been applauded for how like real world and relatable it is still in the Star Wars galaxy, and there is still a higher power, which is the Force, and I think that it did a really good job without making it like such a sole purpose and such a big thing. It did still kind of like just remind us that we are still in that world and in that galaxy, and and it was obviously really significant for Bix leaving. So I liked it. I think it was subtle enough. Because like even Rogue One, like when they're going through onto Scarif, like Jin's holding her that kyber crystal, and that's like their kind of little nod to the Force then in Rogue One. I just love how we've got Cassian now as like is such an integral part of the start of the rebellion. And like his whole life and destiny has been working to the point of Rogue One, and we've got someone to root for that's not like an all-powerful Jedi or got like some special born with ability. We've got someone that was very real. I think we see Galen tonight. I think purely because is it Mads Mikkelsen appeared at Celebration. That's the only reason why I think he shows up. Yeah. I hope we see a lot more. Well, with that, I'm sure there'll be much more Krennic, which I'll be glad to see. There should be a lot more Dedra and Krennic interaction, which I'm looking forward to. It's kind of interesting that the best Star Wars content is not Force Jedi centric, honestly. I'm okay with it, honestly. Hey, Crimson Toaster, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Oh, he's going to be with Cassian this whole arc. No, they need to be pretty well established together before Rogue One. I mean, if these do lead up, if this does take us right into the events of Rogue One, we don't know that he's definitely on that planet with Cassian at the start of Rogue One. I would imagine he probably would be if he were flying the ship somewhere, but I guess. But like, there is like a whole year that's passed where they would have been going on missions together, and like, I don't think it necessarily needs to be completely fleshed out, but I don't know. Do you know what? I hope you see more of Saw Gerrera tonight as well. Yeah, I would like more Saw Gerrera content. I feel like we've been starved of Saw Gerrera. The radicalist. It's kind of interesting, though he may have long left the Empire by now. Wait, who may have long left the Empire by now? Galen. The real important question is, are we going to see any Rebels character cameos? Agent Callus would be a good one to see on Yavin. That would be really fun. If they could do that, that'd be great. But I guess I shouldn't hold out for too much. I shouldn't be too greedy. Not a chance. I mean, we got Mon Mothma's aide, who was literally just a character in Rebels. So if we were going to see them, it would have been last episode. Not necessarily, because I think he only... I'm not quite sure if he would necessarily have defected by then, Sam. Timeline-wise. Because I think Mon Mothma's already on Yavin. Yeah, Mon Mothma's already on Yavin when he gets the when the Ghost Crew see him there for the first time. So I can hold my, I can. Oh no, it's just me for any character. Yeah. I don't know. I'll hold out hope, I guess. I'll hold out hope. We can all dream, right? What has been everyone's favorite part of Andor so far? Whether it be like an in-universe thing or like a particular story, a particular theme, or whether it be something about like just seeing like a tonal shift for Star Wars. And I have to run Eurovision time. Sam, have fun, mate. Enjoy. And I will see you on the Andor flip side. Sad thing to say is that it's Andor's last episodes tonight. But yeah, I think for me personally, having a character like Cassian that is a lot more relatable and real world to like root for and get behind, and is a lot more flawed than someone like Luke, I think is has been my favorite part of Andor. Seeing scenes like when he takes off in the TIE Avenger and he doesn't have a clue how to fly it. Was quite refreshing. I feel like if that was like the Mandoverse, Din would have jumped straight in there. and known how to fly it, and yeah, it just wouldn't have been quite as, I guess, relatable. I don't know. Have we had any other Lego news, Lego leaks in the last week or so? Like I said, I think we saw the Krusty Burger earlier, right? Did Lego reveal that, or in the last couple of days? Like I said, I've been pretty poor at keeping up with a lot of the leaks and stuff recently. So if you guys know of anything else that I should be checking out after the stream, do let me know. Is anyone eyeing up that Krusty Burger? Okay, Krusty Burger seems to have been announced today. Nice. Okay. It almost seems strange because when did the house come out? It seems strange that they're just like picking up right where they left off in terms of in terms of The Simpsons. Because I feel like that's great if you've got the house, but if you don't, you're like, oh, we're getting the Krusty Burger. And let's be honest, the house does look quite dated. So I think maybe coming back with doing the Simpsons Family Home first, then the Krusty Burger might have been a better play. I don't know. What are people's thoughts on that? Oops. Hey TJ, how you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're prepared and ready for, oh no, for Andor later. I've missed some pieces. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, this is, I was just about to say on the last bag, I was like, oh, you know, or at the beginning of this bag, I was like, oh, you know, I'm starting to enjoy this as a helmet. And if you know my history with some of these helmet sets, I have not enjoyed those builds very much. Okay, that's definitely where one of those goes. That's where that goes. Just looking at the symmetry of it. So we're 1x4 and 2 cheese slopes. Oh, hang on. There's the cheese. There's one cheese slope. Is that one? That one? Yeah, that's there. So that's there. So we're just a 1x4 down. That is concerning. I'm pumped for Andor. Good, dude. Good. I finally started working on the Ninjago collab mock for Brickwell. Good stuff. I need to figure out what parts to order before the Space Baby gift for Perks comes out. When is that? Is that in a couple of days? There's a lot of 1x4 plates in this bag. I'm not looking forward to scanning back through all of this. Right, there's those two. There is. Okay. It should be glaringly obvious where there's a 1x4 plate missing, you'd think, wouldn't you? Hopefully it is. But thus far, there's one on the top there. I have to like start taking this apart. Hey Greg, how you doing? May 15th. Okay, nice. Hopefully I can use bestseller pad to qualify. Nice. Actually gonna have to pull this apart. This is sad. It's definitely not the front or the back. Oh, it might, is it at the back? Let me check the back one first before I pull this apart completely. I definitely put that one in there. I hate it when you have a piece left at the end of the bag. It's not fun for anyone, is it? Oops. There's nowhere obvious. Do I just firm it? Leave it out? Oh, where did that one come from? Shouldn't put that back on. I'm probably gonna have to take that off again. Right, so that's on the top. It's not on there. Oh, hang on. Wait. Yeah, that's that bit. So that bit is there. That all looks okay. It's got the cheese slips on there. Okay, so now this looks all absolutely correct. I think. Or maybe it is just there then. Oh, I think that is right. It's literally just there. Okay, that's fine. Hallelujah. That could have been a lot worse. But yeah, Greg, how you doing, mate? You hyped for Andor? Hey, BFab, how you doing, dude? Oh, random, but it looks like we're going to build the stand to this right in the middle of the build. I swear you did it first in the other ones. TJ, what were your thoughts on the last 3 episodes of Andor? Honestly, nearly cried the way Bix left. Sad, sad times. Doing alright, how are you? Yeah, I'm good, thanks, man. I'm good. Sad that Andor is soon to be over, honestly. But other than that, I'm sure the world will keep spinning. So well done. Agreed. Agreed. Which was your favourite of the 3, TJ? Yeah, really looking forward to it. Hoping for 2 things. Luthen has a saber and uses it, and we see someone from Rebels. But happy if it doesn't happen. I'm happy. It's a great show. Okay, if Luthen has a lightsaber, I think it would ruin all of Andor for me. I think the last episode, like, because if he has a lightsaber, there isn't anyone that we're aware of or that's significant enough that could be able to take him out. And I think that would be, yeah, I wouldn't feel like his death would be too believable if he's just whacks out a lightsaber. I'm not a fan of that. But I would like to see someone from Rebels. I would like to see, I just said, Greg, before you come in, like an Agent Kallus cameo from on Yavin could be cool. I would definitely not be mad at that. Episode 8 was my favorite of the 3 episodes. Nice. Yeah, I think episode 9 just edged it for me. Like I said earlier, the filming location for the Senate building, or like that building just outside the Senate building, I absolutely love that. I'm definitely going to visit. Disney keeps releasing so much, I've lost track. Completely fair. Completely fair. If you're not like really into it and you're not keeping up, then yeah. Although they definitely are starting to slow down. But if I'm being completely honest, it's not going to get any better than Andor, so that's is that sad? Like, is it? I guess it is partially quite sad. How do we enjoy Star Wars ever again if we know it's just not going to get any better than Andor? I don't know. Just to be clear, I don't think he's a Jedi, more a collector of those kind of antiques and uses it. I see. I just don't think I want to see a lightsaber in Andor. I think the force healers from the last from the last round of episodes was just enough of like the force and that whole side of Star Wars. That was like, okay, that's well done. That's like a good nod to it. That's a good reminder that we are in the Star Wars galaxy. And the Force is still a significant part of events occurring and the reason for a lot of different events occurring. But yeah, any more than that, I really think it would put a sour taste in my mouth. But yeah, Luther. Oh, how Luther gets taken out? Do you think Dedra gets him? It's really hard to pick a fave. They're all really good. Yeah, it was great. Episode 9, I cried. Never done that before, so I I don't think I've ever been so moved like watching, no less Star Wars, but like, yeah, any cinema. I tell you what, I cried like a baby, and I was quite young, to be fair, when I saw E.T. for the first time, and and a film called The Last Song. If you know, you know. I did cry at that in the cinema. Other than that, like, the only other film that I get it, but the films that I'm moved by seems to be quite weird. Another one that particularly stands out was Amazing Spider-Man 2. Mate, I was gutted when Gwen died. I guess because a lot of people expected it because they're big comic book fans. I didn't. I wasn't ready for that. I was like, yeah, they're finally together. Oh, maybe not. So that was pretty rough. Hang on a minute. Cool. Right. So the blue bit goes the same side as this. Fantastic. And then that goes on the back. Awesome. Cool. Bag 3 done. I feel like I used to love waiting and hyping up new releases, but nowadays we get something new every month. Oh, what do you mean? Do you mean like Lego releases? That's also a very fair point. Yeah, I like the Nod to the Force. It was good storytelling. Very good. Andor has been fantastic for that the whole way through. The complexity of every single character has just like blown my mind and my expectation. I don't consume like a great deal of content in terms of like series or like the most, probably the 25 most popular like series of the past like 10-15 years. I don't think I've watched like maybe any of them, unless you're going to include Andor in that. Like things like Game of Thrones, Prison Break, Stranger Things, like any of those shows I just have not seen. Love Island, no, joking. But yeah, I've just never watched any of those shows. So I guess my expectation and of shows has predominantly been based on like what I've seen within Star Wars. And I did notice, like, particularly my criticism of The Mandalorian, particularly season 2, I felt was that like there were so many characters just coming in for an episode that the only character that we really get to see develop is Mando, and even he doesn't all that much, which can be quite uninteresting to follow. So yeah, so just seeing like the depth and the of so many different characters has been really refreshing to me. Do you feel like Lego is bending too much to friends' requests? Wait, what's friends' requests? I will cry to Ninjago season 4 to this day. Nice. Ninjago be doing something to people. I'm gonna need to check it out. A Man Called Otto, Tom Hanks movie. It literally killed me. Great movie. Dang, I just got a Hardee's taco ad. Could have gotten a taco. Could have gotten a taco. Wait, what's a Hardee's taco? Is that a competitor to, or is that something on the Taco Bell menu? Only recently have we got Taco Bell in the UK. Well, I say recently. In the last like few years, has it become like somewhat prevalent or present. That seems lower than it needs to be, but maybe not. I had it for the first time when I was in Spain. I had it in Madrid in like 2000 and I want to say 19 maybe. And I was like, this is the best thing ever. And then it came to the UK and I was like, this is so not interested. I was like, finally, something different than... Well, something a bit different. But yeah, no. Not for me. Got a Boogie. Nice to pop in and say hi. I see BFAB, TJ and Tech. Looking forward to seeing your thoughts on the last episodes of Andor. We'll be back here next week talking about it, Greg. Thanks for popping in, dude. Wait, you haven't seen Prison Break? You'll be upset. So I watched the series 3 times. Yeah, I've just like never got into series like that. Like I said, Game of Thrones was another really popular one. There's tons and tons of like all of like the shows to watch. Was it like The Bear? That was meant to be a really good show. Never got into that. Never watched that. Literally name any series right now. Name your favorite series, and I would bet you a good chunk of money that I haven't watched it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I just don't get into them. Now I know that Star Wars isn't going to get any better than Andor. Maybe I'll have time for some other shows. Maybe this is just a wild what's the word I'm looking for here? Can't think of the word I'm looking for. Exception to the rule, I guess, because Star Wars has like notoriously never had great writing. So if that's the only thing I'm going off of, if Star Wars writing is what is setting my expectation of what is good writing or not, then yeah, maybe that's where the problem lies. But yeah, maybe I'll find some time once Andor's done. I do hope that the reception of Andor, though, does spark LEGO to give us a few Andor sets next year. I know, like, obviously with the Mando movie coming out, like, spaces and slots allocations for sets are going to be taken up quite quickly. However, Season 1 was done dirty with getting just one set. The U-Wing's great, and the K2 droid looks great, and I will probably get the K2 droid. But please, LEGO, please, can we get some more sets? I appreciate that doing the Gorman Massacre in LEGO could be controversial, or doing like that little Imperial transport from the first 3 episodes could be controversial if it came with a Bix and the Imperial officer. But a TIE Avenger, I feel like, has to happen. Which is also annoying though, because it's like we're not going to get a lot of the the key characters, especially ones that we've missed out from on season 1. I still think a Luthen shop would go so hard. Like, I think that would be so much fun. A little like £50 set, a bit like the prettier one. I think would be a really nice set. Obviously, get Claire, Luthen, Mon Mothma. Maybe they could chuck in like a Vel as well, because she does appear at the shop. Maybe Dedra. Maybe get another Dedra. That's I guess if Dedra goes to the shop, she's probably going to be in her robe that we got in the U-wing. But yeah, like a normal Dedra in her ISB outfit, I would like a lot. Oh, there's just so many characters. I hope a custom company. I'm hoping Orbital minifigures. I'm really hoping they go hard in on Andor customs. I've seen that they've been doing a few Rogue One ones recently, and I'm hoping that they're busy at work designing Andor figures, because I am desperate for some, and I will drop some money on them if they come to be. Because yeah, I think there's a high possibility that we don't get any more Andor sets outside of maybe an Avenger. I think that's the most likely. By the end of this year, I guess the TIE fighters, we won't, outside of the UCS Interceptor, or maybe that's even retiring this year. Like the little X-Wing TIE fighter playset will have gone. The TIE bomber would have gone. So there'd be no TIE vehicle on shelves. So that would be quite a nice one to get. I love to see a few Andor custom figs. Might be tempted to buy some. Dude, I'd be tempted to buy so many of them. Because, like, how am I meant to do Andor mocks if... Or how am I not meant to do Andor mocks if I don't have the figures? Oh, that comes together really nicely. But maybe they could do the little transport that Vel and Cinta kind of break into. Then it's not like massacre heavy, and then we can get Vel and Cinta. I still think an Aldani heist set would be really, really cool. They could do like the main ship, they could do a really good play set of that. If they wanted to really load it with characters, they could do a really good set. There would have to be a lot of minifigures in that set though, that I would be like, yeah, because what is there 7? Cassian, Vel, Cinta, Nemec, Gorn, the old guy that like has a heart attack. There's one other person I'm thinking of, or that I can't think of. Clem. So that's 7. Plus you would need like a couple of the workers. So that's like 9 figures. It's getting, yeah, and to get 9 figures in a set, it'd have to be like a £150 set, if we're being completely real. It would have to be like a Yavin base set, which I think they could do. I just don't know if there's maybe that much appeal for that scene that large, but I would like to see it nonetheless. If you guys are enjoying the stream, could you please smash the like button? It would be much appreciated. Can't remember if I said to you. Reminded everyone at the beginning. Said all out of Andor sets, as we've just established that LEGO haven't produced nowhere near enough of them. But there are some rubricables I am eyeing up. There's a really cool, I can't think of the name of it. It's like a Brayan or Braven something. It's basically the ship that Andor uses to fly to, or that he uses basically in season 1. And that I think is the one that we see crashed on Yavin. And I think it's also, it's also the one that like Bix and that all escape on. There's a really good mock on Rubricable, and the instructions are free. It's like 1,000 parts. It comes to about it's about £100 to get all the pieces new from Bricklink. So that is one that I'm seriously considering. Because I really like that ship. That could be another ship that. Oh, that would be so. Oh my god, that would be the ship to do. Okay, do that as a season 1 set, and then we get Will, Bix, Brasso, Cassian, B2. Oh, and then maybe one of the daughters of Ferrex. £80 set, something like that. Yeah, there were 7 rebels in the highest, plus all the Imperials. Nowhere LEGO includes that many figs in the set. How many did the Yavin base have? I don't know. I think that they could definitely do that set for like, because you just want like the transport and maybe like a little bit of the rail, and then the like where all the credits are, and then maybe like a little bit of the scaffolding or something. 12 figures in Yavin. Yeah, 7 rebels in the heist, and then the one big guy. So that's 8, 9, 10, and a couple of those stormtroopers. I think we could be alright. I think they could do it. I think it works. I thought you were doing Jango's helmet. This looks like no. This is Jango's helmet. Rex's helmet would have been white. Well, if he's got a white helmet, maybe he should get that looked at. I think that's unlikely now. More likely to get Lupin's shop with Mon's car outside. That would be great. Mon's car as a speed champion set, anyone? Honestly, beats all those Formula 1 cars we just got. But yeah, a Star Wars speed champion is a yes. Oh yeah, Mon Mothma's car. There's a so Pixeldan has done a mock of that car that I would like to build. again, those parts are only like £20, I think. The one problem is he's used 2 canopies that have only came in 2 sets. It's one piece, but he uses 2 of them. They came in 2 sets, 2 Jurassic Park sets. It's the Triceratops set. It's basically used in the Jeep, in the Jurassic Park Jeep. So it came in that, and then the diorama set. But yeah, that to get it, because it comes in other Speed Champion sets with printing on. So I think, and there's currently none unprinted available in the UK. And the fact that I think both of those sets have retired now, probably not going to appear. So I think I might just get a couple of the Speed Champions ones, and then like remove the printing. I think that should be. And so yeah, I'll probably build that. What other ones I've seen? I would love to build a Fondor. I don't know if there's a minifig scale one out yet. Maybe there is. I've seen a few like decent sized ones. I saw quite a good rubricable of the episode 9 Falcon turned into the Fondor. I think that looks pretty decent. But yeah, I think if I was going to do it, I don't want to do it. I would want it fig scale. Don't know if I've got the patience ability or patience to try and construct a whole ship like that. I would like to have a go at vehicle building somewhat soon, but yeah, I think I need to ease into it. Also build a few more custom ones to get some techniques and different things. Okay, we got the antenna here. Is that it for his antenna? Huh. Surely that's not his whole antenna, no? Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I swear he had something to go there, and that's what these pieces will be for, I'm sure. Part number 6515540 83p. Is that with the Speed Champions print? That's not too bad. Back from cooking, so what did I miss? You missed so much, Kay. Let me recap it all for you. Transcare. Oh, we know one. I think it's like the trans dark brown. I think, Simon, if I recall. Just saying hello, Thomas, while I have your stream on in the background as I clean my bedroom. Good stuff. James, how you doing, mate? What are your thoughts on the Lego Mario Kart set and the announced Lego Ideas sets? The Lego Mario Kart set is fantastic. I did see your text earlier. I got caught up at work. But yeah, that looks really, really good. Lego have kind of nailed this whole like sculpture building stuff. So I think when it comes to Lego Pokemon next year, some of those are going to be really, really fantastic. But yeah, that Mario Kart one, I was like, oh, I could really see me getting that. It just looks fantastic. It's got the little display stand as well. You can display it at a nice angle. That's really good. Oh, James, did you also see that there's they announced a Krusty Burger set today? You might wanna check that one out. Okay, so we've also missed one other piece there. Let's get that on. that's fine. That was nice and easy. Yeah, you can't get that online. It'd be like wrestling pizza from KO. Simon, I would have put Marmite in pizza if anyone tried to steal my pizza. Marmite in pizza is crazy. Hiya. How are we? Tired? I'm on my final bag anyway. Ages. Hours. See you in a bit. Huh? Because the sound of the fan in my ear would be really annoying. Ta-ra. 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Hey, very good. Was not aware of the Crossybug set. That's cool. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think they should have redone the Simpsons Home first. Because I feel like that came out a long time ago, and there'll be a lot of people that would. It's also quite. It looks quite dated. I feel like. So it probably could have done with an upgrade, but and then gone and done the Krusty Burger. But hey ho, what do I know? They're very similar windscreens. You can add it to make it look about the same. Yeah, I have another look at the mark. That's also maybe something that I could have a go at designing myself, maybe, because it's like quite small, and I do want to get into doing some vehicles. So maybe Mon Mothma's car is one that I have a go at designing myself. I don't know. Sometimes it being a lot smaller can make it a lot harder. You have to use some funky techniques. But Mon Mothma's car is definitely a vehicle that I will want in my collection for mocks in the future. So whether it's Pixel Downs or whether it's someone else's or my own, I will definitely want that in my collection. I've seen a lot of Pixel Downs mocks, and I think he is a fantastic designer. I don't think I've currently built any of his sets just yet, but there are quite a few on the list. His Arc 170 is fantastic. I think it's by far the best Arc 170 on the market. It's very, very good. His Ahsoka's T6 is also another really good one. I have heard that there's like some stability issues with that one. Just because of like how thin the wing structure is. Also, I wonder how many variations of the Gravity Falls Mystery Shack are going to reach 10,000 and get rejected in the next review. Honestly, I can't keep up with Bricklink Designer and ideas. I can never keep up with what the most current list of things is. I just wait until the releases now. I find it so hard to keep up. There always seems to be a voting process or a something Lego Ideas or Bricklink Designer to be in the works or announced. But it's the same with quite a few things on there. There's like, is it Apo from Avatar? There's like quite a few different iterations of that. There are The Lover House by Taylor Swift. I think they've probably kind of missed their window on that. I think they should have tried and got that out before, or like while the Eras tour was going on. Oh, that's nice. That comes together very nicely. Although, I was just about to say there's a big gap there, but actually that's because I haven't put a couple of pieces on. Oh no, that's not good. That's really not good. Hang on. Okay. What pieces did I miss on there? Oh, I just put those on the wrong one. That's fine. But there we go. Thank you, TJ. It's easy. Idea is more of IP set and Brooklyn. Yeah, you say that though, but then we'll get like, I don't know. Then we'll get like a cat or like insects for ideas. I'm just like, they're really cool. They're great mocks, but like, I am not interested. Politely. Not asked. I would love it to be like that. Oh Christ. Oh no. Oh, this is not good. Hopefully. Oh, that's better. Oh, that'll go with people. There we go. That's better, and that closes off a lot more nicely. A lot more seamless now. Right, just a couple cheeks, and we are good to go. Yeah, I wish that was the case, Kay. I wish it was that simple. I think it should be that simple. But it's not. Because Lego never want to do anything simple. Like not make Andor sets. Why, Lego, why? When does the Crossy Burger come out? Do you know, TJ? Is it 1st of June? Is it quite a quick turnaround, that one? And did it actually leak? Like, I know we knew it was coming, but did any pictures get leaked? June 1st for insiders, 4th for everyone. Got it. Thank you, KO, as well. You're just too slow. TJ's on it. If it was leaked, it was hours before the... Oh, okay, fair enough. TJ away so fast. TJ's just on it, man. It's Ninjago reflex. Fair. Very fair. Some leaked terms just popped up the day before the real. Pretty good by Lego standards, honestly. Oh, yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I keep my eye on Mario Kart and Krusty Burger. Feels like I haven't invested in a Lego set for some time. But these may have pulled me back in. Yeah, like I said, that Mario Kart is phenomenal. It really, really is good. And if Lego are adamant that they don't want to do minifigures at this point, that's a pretty good set, I feel like, to get some decent Lego Mario Kart representation. Because these new like big fig ones that they've done, it's like not bothered. I was never even a massive Mario Kart fan, and I was like crap at it. But yeah, if this is the closest thing we're gonna get, then so be it. Tech still wants to do Star Wars for Dungeons. No, I did the Purple Turtle, mate. Purple Turtle or nothing, KO. Oh, that's a good one. What are your thoughts on Andor, Thomas? My friend who was largely not enjoyed Disney Star Wars says that even he thinks it's very well written. Honestly, James, I stand by the fact that I think you should really watch it. I know you quite enjoyed Rogue One, but in terms of like Star Wars level, like it's getting a lot of plaudits outside of just being a Star Wars show, and I think it's very, very well deserved, because the writing is really good in it. Yeah, the writing is fantastic. I don't know how I'm ever going to enjoy Star Wars again, if I'm honest, James. Now, Sam brought this up the other day. We were chatting, and he was like, "How do you feel that like we'll probably never get anything written as well as this in Star Wars again?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is gonna be rough, but like, I think you just gotta go. Okay, that was nice. That was great. It was really great as well while it lasted. But if you don't allow yourself to enjoy something purely because what came before it was better, I think then you put yourself at risk of becoming one of those online trolls that are in every comment section being like, Star Wars is ruined, Disney can't do anything right, the only thing they did right was Andor. Like, I think because it is so tonally different, it will feel a lot. It won't feel quite as I guess jarring. It feels nothing like anything Star Wars has done prior to this, and so I think it'll be different. It'll be quite easier to like separate it. I feel like maybe the Mandoverse with like I think like the fact that Skeleton Crew was really well, I thought was pretty well done. I think the fact that that was really good, then potentially going to something that's in that same universe that might not be as good would be tougher, because again, like the tone of that was very similar to The Mandalorian. But yeah, it just was, in my opinion, a lot better than most of what we've seen from The Mandalorian. Anyone know if Pab or pre-orders? Pre-orders don't. Pab sometimes. I'm still waiting on my Pab order from from before Britastic. Need to get my Karen on. Send a strongly worded email. Thomas, everything after Andor will basically be Book of Boba Fett, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, that could be a real fun juxtaposition. You watch Andor and then go straight into the Book of Boba Fett. That could be fun. And by fun, I mean completely depressing. Flip. But no, Andor into Rogue One tonight. It's gonna be a long night, but can't decide if I really should power nap. Penelope just got home and is gonna be put to bed in a bit, and I should probably go with her. I haven't eaten yet. Space Baby Day Thursday after Andor. I don't think. I hope there's an influx of those on the market and they become rather cheap, because I don't think that I will be able to afford that. Making another purchase to get that promo. Okay. And that is the final piece of the Jango Fett helmet puzzle. And he looks very good, I have to say. I'll be interested to put him up against Boba Fett and the Mandalorian and see how different it is. Obviously do still need to do the stickers. I will do that in the coming days, probably on the next Sort It Out stream. And that's why I didn't pick up the U-Wing for May 4th. Yeah, I wanted more of the clone cadets than I wanted the baby. And I think like that's the sort of thing that you could probably pick up at a Brit Festival for reasonably cheap, maybe like 25, 30 potentially. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. More and more people start to change their mind on Acolyte series. Yeah, that's also had a bit of. I don't think it's necessarily people changing their mind. I think more people are just discovering it and giving it a chance. But I think I need to rewatch Acolyte. I kind of forget that existed, or that exists. But a Kaime helmet would be nice if they're gonna do a set from Acolyte. Then that would be great to see. My friend says that if anything, he thinks it would have been a solid show even without the Star Wars skin, and maybe it's the Disney Star Wars label which has struggled to win back the disillusioned fans. I think that's probably it. But like the last few episodes, the rating scores that they've been getting have been like crazy good. Like outside of it just being a Star Wars thing. So James, I really do strongly recommend you give Andor a chance. Both season 1 and season 2, I think you will very much enjoy it. But anyway, guys, that is gonna finish the stream. Another one of my May 4th purchases built. Oh, did I miss your? Wait, where's your comment about the purple turtle? Okay. I don't see your comment about purple turtle. Okay. But yeah, that is going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I very much appreciate your time spent with me this evening. If you haven't already liked the stream on your way out, that would also be much appreciated. Members, I did post a schedule up earlier before the stream. Thursday and Saturday I will be doing streams. Saturday will be from the storage unit because that'll be a lot of fun, and I'm hopefully going to get down there definitely probably earlier than the stream to try build those shells. If not, also one night this week to get there and do that, and then we can actually go through the sets and see what we've got, because I think that will be a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, enjoy Andor tonight if you're going to stay up and watch it, or in the next few days when you do watch it. Yeah, enjoy every bit of it. Star Wars is really peaking right now. So yeah, let us enjoy that for what it is. Have a great rest of your evening. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye, guys.